It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randomity with the Random Christian Show. Today, the Random Christian Show welcomes Dave Ebert, improviser, improv coach, children's pastor, speaker, and podcaster. The Random Christian Show is now officially sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. Check out their drink specials today. Find the nearest PJ's Coffee to you at pjscoffee.com. Mention the Random Christian Show for a 15% discount. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neal Broaddus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week on the Random Christian Show, we talk to Scott Bailey of TWS Training. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, Christian Random. Oh, hi.
Aww. It's adorable Andy and me. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of like the what's that show? Married with Children.
Right.
When Peg would say something sassy.
Right. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. There were a lot of oohs to choose from. Yeah. So I didn't know exactly which ooh you wanted because you didn't necessarily specify. You just say ooh. So I was like, what ooh sounds good? And what ooh could we possibly use more often than other oohs? There was a very this was about an hour's worth of work. So you're gonna get my bill that's just gonna say ooh on that line item right there.
Listen, just because you were bored and drunk in your room playing with the soundboard after Rum and Regrets podcast, I'm sure. Right?
Well, hey.
And this was the regret.
When I get those late night Monday texts saying, "Hey, add this to the soundboard," can only do what I can. I mean, come on.
Didn't I ask for those or talk about those like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. Did you see when they were added?
No.
A couple weeks ago.
So my board just never updated. Because usually I hit the refresh button. And anyway, welcome to the show. It's Tuesday. It's the Random Christian Show. I am Christian. That is Andrew right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, Christian.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh, dang it. I even have an arrow up saying to point this way.
Hey, high five. Yay.
High five. Yeah. Oh, we could do this. Oh, here. Where is it?
Pound it.
I can't. Oh, pound it.
Pound it. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
And then my hand crushes and gets sliced in half. For those of you that are just listening, the visual is just not there, but Andy's hand just went into another dimension. So anyway, we're all done with Mondays, so take the rest of the week off because now you're with us on the Random Christian Show and we're ready to get things kicked off. We got Mr. Dave Ebert coming in here in just a few minutes. In fact, he's going to help us with our old random 9 list. You know what I'm saying? How's the weather out there in Oregonian land?
The sun is still shining, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
For the Pacific Northwest, that's got to be a record.
It's weird. People don't know what to do. Like everybody just is getting out of their house. Like,
what is this strange orb in the sky?
Right. It's like, no, okay.
It's burning my flesh.
And it's funny too, because I'm looking at like old posts on Facebook in your memories, and when we moved here a few years ago, like I posted like, oh my goodness, rain in August. What is this? Right. Coming from California. And sure enough, like now, it's California again. Hey, what do you know? It's California back up in Oregon. Like
you've just I guess just out of the Pacific Northwest.
Right. Enough of us have moved here that the weather like rebooted itself. And it's like, no. We're gonna make you Californians feel right at home in Oregon right now. So
it's like all the weirdness down in Austin, Texas. because
Yeah.
you know that's where everybody from California is moving. Like, oh, Austin's the new California. Yeah, well, you just screwed Texas up. Thanks. So and thanks again to PJ's Coffee. Delicious. PJ's Coffee.
As
That
I
roast
spill on
already
myself.
Oh, whoa,
Great job.
whoa.
Great job.
Well,
Andy.
Andy doesn't just have coffee in his mug. So
Hey,
remember
it's been a
he
hard
has
day.
he's had the
been a
Rum and
hard
Regret
day.
podcast for a while there.
Right,
And speaking of hats, which I'm wearing by the way, which you know if you went to PJ's you could you can get one. We also have these fabulous hats just for you. That's right. $25. All the profits from these hats go to Run to Stop It, which funds like our last week's guest, Lee Robinson or Greg. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep saying Robinson? Yeah, Lee Gibson. And I guess I missed the Swiss Family Robinson movie.
Maybe.
So, I don't know. But yeah, well, he's rescuing people, so it's kind of the same principle.
Okay.
And it's reach. It's
sure.
Pound it.
No, this way. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Remember, follow the arrow.
Arrow that I put up here to say, Andy's right here. This way. Yeah. So my bad. Terribly sorry, mate.
Terribly sorry, sir. All right. Fantastic. Let's move on then.
Right. Moving on. Jolly well. Season
Very
4,
well.
episode 2. Rolling just the way it should. Yes. So anyway, buy a hat. One of these fabulous hats, $25 goes to fund not only just his outreach program, but also the Stop Trafficking program, which Russ Tuttle will be on in I think it's a couple of weeks, right? Yeah,
that's a fantastic question.
And yeah, because next week's Scott Bailey, and then after that, I think is Russ Tuttle. But
that is correct.
He is wow. You want to talk about another dude that just is amazing. Not as amazing as our guest today, because Dave is awesome, and we're gonna put Dave to the test too with a little improvisational testing skills thing. I'm a goober.
Okay.
Wow. I just really sucked the air out of the room with that one, didn't I? So anyway, hit us up on the website with for a hat and help fund these fantastic programs that stop sex trafficking, human trafficking, captures pedophiles, and just makes the whole world a little bit better for all of us. Or you can, email us directly at therandomchristianshow@gmail.com, and we will get you squared up and set up. I got Venmo, I got PayPal. The site's set up just through PayPal, but if you can't do PayPal, I got other options as well. So no worries there. Or, hey, if you're local, hit me up and maybe we can meet somewhere, and I'll give you a sticker and sell you a hat, and we'll help get these people off the streets and help everybody out. In the meantime, hey-o. So, yeah, that's where we're at this point. And I'm a little comfortable. It's just me and you. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't be.
Oh,
okay.
hey, I forgot. We need to maybe enable the chat here. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
See, I remembered this week. You didn't have to do it. I did it. So,
yeah. so I'm gonna put this out on social media soon. It's gonna be the Random Christian Show drinking game. Every time you remember to enable the chat, versus every time I have to remind you to enable the chat.
When do you drink? More when you have to remind me.
I have to figure that out. That's the one thing I don't want to. Yeah, I want the people.
Whoa! All right,
raucous
it was kind
laughter.
Of yes,
raucous laughter.
That was awesome.
No, I want people to be able to make it to the end of our podcast. So,
all right. Well, then I'll just shut up. Hey, maybe we should just go ahead and cue up the music. The music. No, not the Wilhelm scream. Where's the music? Here it is. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is time, kids, for what we like to call The Random 9 List. Yeah. Hit the post again, baby. What's up with that? I'm getting good at this. Just saying. I make this look easy and beautiful at the same time. So today's Random 9 List, since we have our guest on, he's been a wrestler, now a pastor and improv comic. We figured, sometimes there's a little confusion that can happen being a pastor and an improv comic, which makes things a little awkward sometimes. So here are the 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and improv comic with Dave Ebert. That's called hitting the post. There he is. Dave. Yeah. I feel like a Muppet. Hey! Oh! Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Dave.
I'm winded now. Go
I know. We need to
Take a breather.
we need a commercial break.
Yeah, there we go.
Commercial break. And if we all go quiet, there's a commercial break. Because our new big time sponsor, iHeartRadio Spreaker Prime, throws those in whenever we get a big silent gap, and they play their commercial. So there you go. Yeah. So if anybody's noticed, by the way, that's what's been going on. We are now being sponsored by iHeartRadio /Speaker Prime, and that's what they do. They throw in some commercials, which eventually pays us. Hopefully.
Now here's the thing that you got to wonder: if you interview William Shatner, you're going to make $1 million on that episode,
Right? Yeah.
Now,
the silences.
yeah.
Oh.
I have the greatest story.
You can't believe exactly everything I'm going to tell you.
There's something on the wing.
That's not Captain. Well, it's William. Okay,
It is William Shatner.
I just go straight to William Shatner or Captain Kirk, and so
Priceline negotiator.
yeah. Oh,
Not a sponsor.
I forgot about that one.
Not a sponsor.
All right.
No.
Well, Dave,
No.
welcome to our random world of randomness and randomity. We have I've been so excited to have you actually join us with our little random 9 list. Like I said, it really kind of goes with the flow of what you got going on there. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was doing
9.
the 9.
Yeah, the 9.
Number 9. Yes. Which, that's what we got. So, I guess I will get it started. Andy will go, and then you will go with yours. That way you get to finish with the big number 1. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The big number 1. There it is. That's what I was looking for. All right. So 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and improv comic. Number 9, being asked to give a eulogy, and then after, the family asks you to help cheer things up a little bit by doing some stand-up. Yeah.
Crickets.
That's the best I could do since there's no crickets on the board.
That was a good one for crickets. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
Next time we'll have the crickets.
Okay, moving on to number 8 since mine sucked.
Number 8, when you miss improv practice this week and decide to try a word at a time sermon with your parish just to stay fresh.
Ooh, that might actually be interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
there.
So we did not collaborate on this list. So
No.
my number 7 is actually very similar to
Okay.
Christian's. When someone tells you to be funny at the funeral, so you do a scene with a corpse.
Whoa! Yeah. There. Yeah. See, Dave gets the laughter.
Knocking them dead.
Oh, boom, boom. Hey.
Yeah, do it. Oh, I do have a rim shot. That's right. There it is.
Hey.
Yay. Hey-o. All right, let's move on to number 6 of the 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and improv comic. Number 6, getting heckled by a 5th grader because you said the church pianist would be playing on some of the hymns. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put in this one. There. Yeah. All right. Or should it have been that? I'm having too much fun with the soundboard.
Right. Yeah. Apparently,
let's
I'm giving you too many things to play with there.
I have too much power at this point. It's corrupted me absolutely. Number 5, evil number 1. Number 2.
All right. Number 5, forgetting who you're playing to and asking your parish to tip your waitresses.
Oh, where is it? Dang it. I hit the wrong button.
Hey, Andy, there are some churches that probably have waitresses.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So
as long as they come in, who cares what we do to bring them in to hear the word of the Lord?
that's right.
Grape juice, cracker, body of Christ, blood of Christ. Yeah.
Marlboros, Winston.
Buffalo wings. Yeah. Anything to keep them in, right?
Well,
Exactly.
he is up in Chicago, so slice of pie. All right.
Right.
All right, Dave. Number 4.
When the congregation calls scene mid-sermon.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, that's and
scene.
yes, I like it. Let's see. Number 3, when you're baptizing a baby and you let it float on its back in the water for just a second and yell, "Look, it's baby Moses." Yeah, that was about it. That was it for that one. All right.
All right.
Maybe I'll give it one of these. Moving on to number 2 of the 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and an improv comic. Andrew.
So again, with the non-collaboration here, my number 2 is similar to Dave's number 4. When you momentarily forget your sermon, but one of your improv troupe yells "die" from the audience.
Oh no, Andy, we need laughter. Oh God, where is it? There it is. There. You get a raucous round of applause.
Cheers, everybody.
Well done, my
Cheers.
friend. Well done, my friend. All right, so now, okay, we've got even drum roll for this, and I'm gonna make sure I do it right this time. Uh-oh, somebody's cat's loose. All right, so the number 1 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and improv comic.
When you play Zip Zap Zop with God and he zaps you into dust.
Oh! There it is. Which could very well happen in any moment on this show.
That's true.
Those are the 9 random awkward moments of being a pastor and improv comic. Yeah. Yeah, and there we go. Yeah. So, moving on and moving forward. So, without further ado and no more delay, we've got Mr. Dave Ebert with us, and so glad you have you along, sir. And okay, the band can chill out now. We're good with the band. All right. And the band slowly fades out. So that's
house band really wants to get paid this week.
Right.
Really working hard for that money. Which you know,
work hard for the money.
Yeah, we don't
So
pay
hard
anybody.
for the money. Well, now that you got the big sponsor of PJ's Coffee, you can afford the house band and more.
Yeah. Well, let me just say that budget's already spent. But
Nice.
That's
Well, I just want to say it's an honor to be on here after sweeps, because you had Bob Smiley on a few weeks ago, and now you're just kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, hey, who can we fill in this
yeah.
week?
What is up with that, man? That's that kind of hurts. I've been very excited to get you on. So I was like, yeah, Dave, this is gonna be cool. I mean, dude, how many people could say they were an actual pro wrestler, dude? Come on. That's
Well, there are a lot of people who claim to be a pro wrestler that really aren't. But then, I mean, there are a lot of people like, "Ooh, I'm going to jump and I'm going to flip and I'm going to look like Evil Knievel." And it's like, that's not wrestling. Wrestling is just like improv. It's telling a story.
Right.
You don't know how to tell a story.
Right. Yeah.
So now, okay, Dave, now you're up in the old Chicago. Is that where you're originally from? Born, raised, Midwesterner, Chicago, Illinois?
Yeah, I was conceived and born in Chicagoland, grew up in Virginia, though, in the South.
Okay. Okay. So that's where all the wrestling came in.
Right, down south.
Where they call it wrestling, by the way.
Wrestling.
Yeah. It's no longer wrestling when you're down south.
Yeah, and you wrestle in venues where you put 32 people in the building and you finally have a full set of teeth.
Right.
Oh, hey, oh. Yeah. Oops. Now I turned the soundboard down and none of my effects work. Awesome. So, all right, Dave, where did this all happen? How did this start? Wait, you ended up in Virginia. Now, did you move down there for wrestling, or did you just family move and then you ended up growing up down there? How's this all come about for you?
So my dad was a Vietnam veteran, and he contracted the side effects of the Agent Orange chemical. So in the mid 80s, he went from a very healthy 30-year-old to completely disabled by the age of 40. So to escape the raucous lifestyle of being in the city, we moved down south, and he extended a 6-month diagnosis to 20 extra years. So moving down south was a health thing, and I was 7 at the time, and no one would approve me for my own apartment, so I had to follow my parents. And that was a joke. You guys can laugh.
I went past me, and I was like,
all right,
he said 7, right? I was, yeah. Okay.
Sorry. So yeah, we moved down south.
I was still glorifying in the fact that your father, like, his life got extended, and that was awesome. So
yeah. Yeah. So
all right, I get it. Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to duck and weave and bomb.
Take another sip of coffee. Let's get some caffeine going.
Oh, some delicious PJ's coffee, by the way.
So grew up down south, and always had a knack for entertaining people. One of my earliest photos was me flexing because my parents were at a pool, and that city pool was also having a bodybuilding contest. So there I was with my little 2-year-old pot belly and flabby arms, just flexing. I still have, I mean, I still have the pot belly and the flabby arms. It's just there's a little bit more hair there.
There's a little more to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've always entertained and performed, and when I while I was down there, just in college, I got into backyard wrestling. And, now it wasn't the crazy stuff that ends up on Dateline, with cheese graters and light bulbs and stupid stuff. I mean,
I was gonna say that's more just on the terms of Jackass, and so
right, exactly. What we did was essentially the same as playing pickup basketball, thinking that you're going to be in the NBA someday. We had fun. We told stories, and the fact that I was 6'2", and at that time I was over 550 pounds. They're like, you would be awesome, because everybody else was skinny little kids, and
right,
they're tiny. I had eaten cheeseburgers bigger than half of those kids. So yeah, I got in through backyard, and I was also working as a DJ at a radio station. And with that, I was named by my boss at the radio station. He said, we need to give you a good name. How about Big Boy? How about Big Boy Buddy? Big Boy Buddy Love. That's your name. And that was the gimmick for radio and for wrestling.
Oh, I like it. That's a sweet name, dude.
It was a lot of fun. I played around with it a lot. All of my signature moves had to do with that. I did a bear hug. I called it Love's Embrace.
Oh, nice.
I did a move that was kind of similar to the rock bottom. I called it the Love Roller Coaster.
Nice.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, see, that's so cool. My life is completely void of anything cool like that.
Oh, come
Wow.
on. You've got this show and you're lifting people up from the murk like Andy. You're giving him something to strive for.
Yeah, no, something. Something to look forward to every week. Really.
Yeah, telling me to hit the button. The show hasn't started. You guys went off the air 2 minutes ago. Yeah, that was a flashback to last week when my router crashed on the show. So
yeah, I had my Garth and Wayne's World moment thing.
Yeah, you did.
What do I do here?
I'm having fun.
This is great.
and if you go back and watch the show, you just kind of see Andy. Dude, he gets
Wait,
that total Garth.
Are they
like,
gone?
I'm the only one here. Oh boy, this is awesome. No, it was well handled, and yeah. Well, we were carrying on a full-on conversation.
Right. Yeah, they talked for another hour or so, and then I finally texted them saying, "Hey, we've been off the air."
You realize it's almost midnight, right?
Right.
Yeah. And me and Mr. Robinson. It's not Robinson. I know that. All right. Sorry. Okay. So, anyway, Dave, sorry. So, welcome to the Random Christian Show, by the way, Dave. Yay. We're lost. So,
It's okay. We're all lost. That's why Jesus came.
That's why we got God. Yep. All right. So,
God and coffee.
and well, yeah, PJ's coffee. Yeah. I'm gonna need to brew another pot. We keep doing. See, that's part of the drinking game, kids. That Andy's trying to develop. So I'm just gonna throw this up there because we're being nerds.
Yes, we're nerds.
All right. Now you're dude. I love the Love Roller Coaster. That's got to be, and it's like a rock bottom, right? You said, which describe the moves because some people don't know wrestling and what the rock bottom is.
So basically, it starts off as a normal body slam where I lift the guy up over my right shoulder. And then when the time's right, I just swing him over to my left arm. And then we both go down and I push him through the mat.
It sounds so sweet and sincere when you say it. But then if you actually see it, it's like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah. What's interesting is I did a tryout match for a company in Florida when I lived there a long time ago, and Scott Hall was there, the legendary.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. And so we did this trial match. I put it was a big guy. He was probably about 6'1", 250. So I put him through the move, hit the mat, and after the match, Scott Hall says, "Hey, yo, big man, I like the move. Good move."
That's awesome.
Dude, Razor Ramon was one of the best gimmicks in all of wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Hey.
Yeah, after he said it, he flicked a toothpick in my eye, but I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Thanks for that. I'm going to the optometrist. But I'll never wash this toothpick ever again, especially now that I've got pink eye. All right. So now, how long did you stick with the wrestling?
I did it for about 8 years. 8 years of weekends, doing the setup, the teardown, wrestling for 8 to 10 minutes. I was not good. I mean, I was decent enough to entertain.
Right.
When you get 500 pounds of man into a singlet, that's going to be fun to watch.
Right. Yep.
That's the wrestling show After Dark.
Yeah. Hey, my wife likes it.
Yeah.
Honey, put on the singlet. Kids are gone. All right. Do we really need this? Yes, we need it. Okay, sorry. Yes. All right. I know you never argue with the wife. That's never Never a good thing. So now how often, and by the way, the chat is enabled for some of you out there watching and enjoying the show, if you have questions for Mr. Ebert. So now, was this all, were you, pastoring still at the time too, or were you still just a young buck and not,
That was throughout my 20s. I really had never really pursued the Lord in a meaningful way. I in 6th grade I went to a church camp, and I had said my little prayer. So I believe that was a point that I was saved, but I was never in Christian world. You call it discipling, when somebody trains you and teaches you how to be a Christian.
right.
Not a random Christian, but a Christ Christian.
Random Christian,
Right.
as we were being reminded of before the show. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Andy.
I aim to please. I'm like the Chick-fil-A of comedy. It's my pleasure.
Except on Sundays. Sundays, you're all on your own.
Right.
So.
Unless you buy ahead of time and then you put it in the fridge and then you heat it up later. It's just like the manna. In the desert, they had to get the manna on Saturday, and they put it away, and then they have their manna on Sunday.
And then there's Sunday. That's right. But they didn't have dipping sauce.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that Chick-fil-A dipping sauce. All right. So now we're in our 20s. We're wrestling. We're through with wrestling. Now were you partying and crazy and stuff back in those days? Were you getting loopy and wild, chasing chicks and doing
not really
off motorcycles?
No, I mean, I was 6'2", 500, so it wasn't a lot of chasing I could do. It was like, go back. But
I promise I'll buy you flowers.
But no, actually, the thing that was going on in my life from high school until about 9 years ago is I was battling with a depression. It really hit me in high school. A lot of factors led to it. My dad getting sick, and the normal battling that you have with your dad anyway, but watching him be sick and neither one of you knowing how to handle it. And also the idea, these ideals of like, I want the TV romance. I want to be able to write the sweet letter and the girl falls in love with me. None of that works in high school.
Right. So, yeah.
So, yeah, I kept striking out every time and so it just all built, and I entered into this really deep depression where I battled the thought of suicide on a weekly, sometimes daily basis. And I knew I shouldn't feel that way. I knew I shouldn't be feeling and thinking these thoughts. So I didn't want to admit to it. So this whole time I would use comedy and entertaining as a way to mask it, but also in a hope to kind of add value to the world. Because if I can make somebody laugh, if I can entertain somebody, even at my own expense, then they weren't feeling the darkness that I was feeling.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And so I battled with that, and that's where the comedy with the improv now, that's where wrestling actually came in, because it was an outlet. It was a way for me to entertain, as a way for me to be in front of people. And if I could go out there for 8 minutes and either make them cheer or boo me, then they were in a place where they were entertained and they weren't thinking about, the darkness or pain or anything else. They were just being entertained.
Right.
So, and if I had a bad match, if I stunk up the joint, that week was 10 times harder than it normally would be. But on the few times I had a good match where the crowd was right with me and we told a good story and nobody got hurt, all those different things, that week I felt justified, like, okay, I can make this next week. And the whole time looking back, I could see where God was there. It's just I ignored him. And sometimes I even yelled at him and blamed him. It's like, God, just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. And, that's not the way you do it.
That's not how it works.
No. I was the tantruming toddler, like, leave me alone. I want the Lucky Charms. And God's like, no, look, it's too much sugar.
Yeah. But there's a prize at the bottom of the box. Yeah. Turn the box upside down. There it is.
Yeah. And God's like, but I got a bigger prize for you. I don't care. I want the Lucky Charms. So, yeah, so that was my journey. It was just battling depression. The thought of suicide was always there. And that's another reason I got into radio, another outlet to entertain, to be in front of people, to maybe make a difference. Because if I'm in radio, and this is in southern West Virginia, where it's not like Chicago, where there's 8 million people and there's 40 radio stations. There's a handful of radio stations in the area. So if you're on the radio for any kind of thing, you're kind of a little bit of a celebrity. So I milked that for as much as I could to, for my benefit, but also to like help other people. I did charity work and things like that. And it was all just, like I said, just to get in front of people, to entertain, to make sure that they didn't feel what I felt. And also they didn't know what I felt. And it was a mask. And the way I explain it is I used to use comedy to hide who I was, but now I use comedy as a way to reveal who he is. Because that all changed at the end of 2012 into 2013, where I was in West Virginia, had no upward mobility at the radio station I was at, because I kept getting
welcome to radio.
Right, exactly.
Right. Yeah,
we're all radio geeks too, so we know the suffering.
And I'd taken this job at a country station down there where I was supposed to be the midday, middays, from basically during the workday. And I was there for 5 days, and then the general manager said, "No, I like this girl better." So he brought this young lady in that, and you can assume why he chose her over me. But here's
oh my gosh, you're so cute.
Yeah. She said, "Oh my gosh, like I have a daughter. I'm a single mom. I just need this job. I would do anything." And I don't know. But here's the God thing and all that. I got demoted, and I got moved from a 100,000 watt FM country station, one of the top stations in all of West Virginia. Got moved over to the AM side. The AM side was a solid gospel station. So in the midst of all that, where I still wasn't walking with the Lord, I wasn't in a relationship with him at all, I was still getting poured into, because I'm there running the board, playing all these faith-based programming, all this Christian stuff, and just being poured into, getting seeds planted, talking to pastors, and solid gospel. That's not my bag. I appreciate it. I know it's good for people, but I'm not into the ending every sentence on a ha. And the Lord, ha, he said, ha, you're going to burn, ha, if you don't repent, ha. And I'm like, dude, are you laughing? Are you clearing your throat? Do you have cancer? What's going on?
Okay, got a little phlegm, got a little something.
Yeah. But, it was God. And it's not nearly as bad, but it was like a Joseph story where what was intended to not help me actually helped me, actually saved me in many ways, because I got demoted from a country station and all the accolades that could have gone with that. Now I'm sitting at a small gospel station, but God used it and he redeemed it. And at the end of 2012 into 2013, I started warming up to the idea of actually pursuing a relationship with God. And, I'd always played with it, and I always carried the card and never went to the meetings, like, I'm a Christian. Yes, I believe. Yes, I'm a Christian. But, it was like having a library card, but never reading a book, you got the card, you claim it, but it's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
So in 2013, I'm walking to work because I live very close to the radio station. And there are these two kids out on the corner. It was a Saturday morning. There was nobody out there for them to be witnessing to. So it was clearly a God-ordained meeting. These college kids were out there handing out tracts, which are, if you're not familiar with the tract, it's basically like a small comic book with a message related to the Bible.
Yeah.
And so they're out there wanting to pray with people, but I was the only one there. And, I blew them off because they're like, "Oh, no, I'm good. I know who God is. I pray all the time." But they
just prayed on the way down the street.
Yeah. And they're like, "Well, can we pray for you anyway?" It's like, no, I'm good. I got to get to work. I'm late. They're like, "Okay." They handed me the tract, but when I got home that night, I realized, okay, God's reaching out to me. It's time to stop being a Chino, a Christian in name only, and start actually seeing what being a follower of Christ is all about. I read Rick Warren's book, Purpose Driven Life, which, I know that there's debate on some of the things and some of the things that Rick Warren's a part of, but that book is life-changing.
Yeah.
And God has used that in my life for sure. And I also started reading my Bible that I had, which was a discount King James version that I had. So I read the.
So wait, so it was a King Ja version, or I mean, when you say discount, was it missing like every other page? Or what happened?
I got it at a discount store for like $2. So I don't know if it had typos or if it was from a closeout. I don't know, but it seemed to be. But it's King James, so I wouldn't.
And on the
known.
seventh day, God went to Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
And you were like, wait, no, they're closed on the seventh day. What happened? That's why. That's why. Okay, sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm
fine.
just trying to logistify some of the. Okay, I'll go back to my own. I'm just gonna sit here and
drink some delicious PJ's coffee.
Oh, hey, how about that? Dave, you're not drinking with us. All right.
Oh, sorry. Coffee winch, more.
Oh, we need coffee winches. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Okay. So,
Andy, you're muted.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this just in. The Random Christian Show is now hiring coffee wenches. So please apply at therandomchristianshow.com.
Please, PJs, supply us with coffee winches. All right. So we're studying our discounted our King James Bible.
Yeah. And it just, in the process, God revealed to me that I was doing what he wanted, which is entertaining people, brightening their lives, giving them, maybe a distraction, if not actually giving hope. But I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I was doing it for my own reasons, for selfish reasons.
Right.
So he showed me that that's what I was supposed to do. But in Southern West Virginia, there's not a lot of opportunity for comedy and especially comedy ministry because it's just, there's not a lot of people that would be into that. So,
right.
In my prayers, I'm just like, all right, God, this is my purpose. Where am I going? I could move to Roanoke, Virginia, which is a much larger market than West Virginia, but still not quite it. And in the midst of all that, my sister, who doesn't walk with the Lord, God still used her, and she said, "Hey, if you want to start over, you can come and move into my place and start over." And that was up here in suburban Chicago. So I was like, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah." So I packed up my truck, spent a couple of weeks hanging out with Mom, and then moved to Chicago, where I started completely over on my sister's couch, and I started the comedy team, which is now called Well Versed Comedy. And the whole idea is to use comedy as a way to bring people together, to offer distraction from the pressures and stresses of life. And also just have a platform to where I could tell people a little bit about my story, tell people about Jesus, and hope that it makes a difference. And we've been doing that for about 9 years. And about 4 years ago, started the podcast and all that good stuff.
Wow. Okay. So, and now I did not know I thought you had just started the podcast. I did not realize that was, I thought you did it like this other year or something. So I guess I didn't go back far enough. My bad.
Oh, no, it's okay. I didn't start the podcast till 2018. So there was a few years between comedy starting in 2013. So,
okay. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really looking at dates. I just kind of looked at, I was going through shows. I have a problem where if I do too deep of a dive on a guest, Andy gets upset because then I ask a lot of really stupid, annoying questions. So in lieu of
it's all my fault.
Well, no, actually it was more Matt than anything, but
right.
Matt's gone. So, but I heed to that advice. I just do a light skim, and then that way I don't go. So, on the 3rd of July back in 1985, you said this. What did you mean by that? I don't know. That was in 1985.
Yeah, I was 4.
Yeah. See.
Right.
So
This just in: the Random Christian Show tricker and researcher.
I was going to say fact checker.
So please apply at therandomchristianshow.com. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Well, now that the major pandemic is over, there's a lot of fact checkers out of work.
Yes,
That's true. That's very
Oh
true.
no, they're still out there. Oh, there's so many out there.
They're lurking.
Now, all right. So you gave up on the wrestling. No, I mean, well, you didn't give up, but you moved on. Let's say. And you've had similar experiences as we. Well, actually, Andy's still in radio, so I can't say Andy's had
For
a
now,
similar experience.
anyway.
But
Yeah.
till after this show, then they'll be like, "Hey, we heard you on that random thing." And,
Yeah, right.
And the latter part of the word "dumb," yeah, that was
Right.
yeah, way to go.
Wow.
And by the way, Mark, thank you very much for your compliment there. That's Mark Sowersby. He was a guest on the show as well, and Mr. Good Stuff there. So thank you so much for your comments. And if you are out there, please join in the chat. We've seen you guys popping in and off here. Chatty chat away. Join us with Mr. Dave Ebert here. Hey, Dave, let's do this. Let's take a quick moment. I'm gonna do a break. See, I'm getting better at this, aren't I, Andy?
Sure. Good job, Christian.
Yeah. See, I remembered it's
Yay.
time for a commercial break.
Another gold
boy's
star
good.
for Christian.
I'm
Yeah.
boy's
growing
good.
up.
The boy's good.
Yeah, that's right.
Good and
Oh,
terrible.
good.
All right.
Yeah, it's it all kind of rolls in one. We're gonna do a quick commercial break for our good friends over at imagine that PJ's Coffee. Delicious and smooth. I wonder if they
me.
make PJ's Coffee everywhere. Oh. And on that note, here we go. Random Christian Show is now sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans, specializing in small batch roasted coffees and teas and delicious beignets and baked goodies. Now, obviously, the coffees are mind-blowingly amazing, okay? My personal favorite is the Roast 35 in Papua New Guinea because I like the dark roast, but hey, they have a great variety from light to dark and even in decaf. Maybe you want some tea or some chocolate? Well, they've got that in hot or cold as well, and even blended drinks to help beat this summer heat. PJ's offers pour-overs or hot or cold drips, and nothing says PJ's of New Orleans like a beignet. Yeah, that's right. These delicious little morsels from heaven complement any of these beverages or just a munch on alone. PJ's has scones, muffins, bagels, croissants, and sandwiches. Yeah, that's right. My favorite is the Cuban. Muy delicioso. At PJ's of New Orleans, the coffee starts with the selection, and they are finicky, all right? But it shows in the quality and the deliciousness of this coffee. Okay, then they small batch roast it. That's right. They give it the love it deserves for each unique flavor by roast master Felton Jones. PJ's of New Orleans is a small franchise, but they are growing and they take great pride in their product by doing just that, keeping it small and keeping it under control. Now, there are locations growing throughout the U.S. in Louisiana, of course, Mississippi, Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, now in New Jersey and Maryland, and out west they've got Colorado, California, and of course right here in Missouri and Kansas City up in Platte City, Missouri. Maybe there's no PJ's Coffee near you. Well, what do? You get on the interweb and you go to pjscoffee.com, and they're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. You can order the coffees you need right from their website at pjscoffee.com, or you can find a location that's near you and go there and get it yourself along with some delicious food. All right, pjscoffee.com. Check them out, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. If you mention the Random Christian Show, you're going to get a 15% discount, especially here in Platte City, Missouri. All right, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. Go to the interweb, pjscoffee.com, order you some coffee or find a location near you. Get your order online and have it ready for you when you get there, or use the drive-thru. All right, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans at pjscoffee.com. Small batch roasted coffee because they care. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the Random Christian Show, Season 4, Episode 2 with Dave Ebert! Yeah! Yeah, yes, there we go. That's what we needed. You have one of those shirts to rip off. Oh, that would. Oh, we got to get shirts made, Andy.
Okay, rip off shirts. Got it. Check.
Tearaway clothing with the Random Christian Show on it.
Okay, this just in: the Random Christian Show is hiring a seamstress. Once again, Random Christian Show is hiring a costume manager. How about that?
There we go.
Email us.
That's better.
Yeah, email us at therandomchristianshow.com. Thank you.
I'm so glad I have you around, Andy. I could never get any of that out because I'd just keep cracking up the entire time I was saying stuff. So, all right, we've got Dave Ebert here, pastor and improv comic extraordinaire from, now the name of the troupe is Well-Versed Comics, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay,
Well-Versed
or is it
Comedy,
just Well-Versed Comedy? Okay, and then in fact, let me get the little crawler up here with Gifts for Glory is your podcast, and Well-Versed, apparently it cut off comedy.
It's all right.
Well, it's on the crawler there. You'll get the idea. And then we'll just do this. It's Dave Ebert right there, pastor, improv comic, and former wrestler. And Buddy Love, right? Big boy Buddy Love.
Big boy Buddy Love, the East Coast largest athlete. You're going to find out tonight that love hurts.
Ooh, whoa. Now, just curious with your with a name like that, and let me enable the chat again. I thought I forgot, didn't you? No, I didn't. With a name like that, I mean, did you talk like this a lot? And I'm gonna eat your face, or were you just one of these gentle giants that hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter, baby, but piss me off?
More of the lover, not a fighter thing, because I was the same personality as it was on the radio. So because of the cross promotion.
Oh, got you. Right.
So it was just, it would have been harder to be like, hey, it's 45 and sunny this afternoon, and I'm going to eat your face off.
Yeah. I'm going to break your bones if you don't get down there. And traffic's pissing me off, too. That's right. There's a jam up on the 405, and I'm going to go out there and break your tires off.
I'm going to kill the next person that's caller number 9.
Now, did your opponents for that week ever call in to mess with you on air?
Ooh, not that I know of.
Oh, really? Oh, that would have been funny.
that would have been a great thing.
Right.
I don't know if they were that smart.
Yeah. It just, did get confused. I wanted to hear Love Hurts, but you want to hear Love Hurts? I'm going to make your Love Hurts. I just wanted to hear a song, sir. I'm very sorry. Yeah, well, you're going to be sorry. Saturday night in the ring, bucko.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I can see where that doesn't pan out very well on the radio. So, all right. So we've moved back to Chicago, and so you jumped into pastoring. Did you just jump right into it, or did you go to do a little theology school and see just kind of test the waters? Or
I took a online course for $50, and no, I'm kidding. Actually,
I was like, I think it's 35, but okay.
Well, with the tithe on top of it.
Given that extra 10%. My top fruits, there it is. It's 50 even.
And too many churches have got that mixed up when you hear about the first fruits. They're like, oh, the first fruits, hey. But that's different.
Oh, no. Welcome to the Random Christian Show. That's how it rolls. Oh, my gosh, your fruits are fantastic. I know. I really do that way too well. I apologize. Okay, moving on. I love you, honey. All right. My wife occasionally watches.
Oh, hi. Oh yeah, buy a hat for $25. Email me, but not me. Email Christian, because if you email me, I'll just take the money. But I will tithe.
Yeah. That's where all the profits go. That's our tithing, pretty much.
So as far as like the pastoring, that started after my wife and I got married in 2015. We started being children's pastors at our former church, and so we took control, not control, but we took over leading the children's church. And then during the pandemic, we ended up leaving our church and joining a new one where we're now the children's pastors. And I don't do the wrestling as much, although sometimes kids get out of line. You just tell them.
Right? Yeah, you gotta teach them what's what. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will bring the wrath of God upon you if you don't sit down and pay attention.
Yes! Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's it. Here comes the 12 commandments. Yeah.
No. Sorry.
The 12 commandments.
Well, okay.
10 commandments. Sometimes I count my toes too.
God, I make the worst wrestler ever.
No, that's probably Goldberg.
Hey, I like Goldberg.
He's
Goldberg
entertaining, but he's not good.
What do you mean? The spear? The spear is.
He had
That's
a
all
really
he
good.
need.
He had a good look to him. He had good intensity. He was
Yeah.
just he was never really that great on the mic. So like he was
no.
more of an athlete than like, I mean, you could listen to The Rock talk all day, right?
Oh, yeah.
You could listen to him, you could watch him wrestle just because, like you said, he told the good story, right?
Yeah.
And he either told it really well with the mic or he told it really well with his moves. Goldberg only really spoke well with his moves. He never spoke well on the mic. And it was hard to care about a guy like that, just because it's okay. Yeah, he was a cool wrestler and he was intense and everything, but like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Get off.
I mean, I enjoyed him. And when he was just doing the intense thing and just beating people and not talking on the mic, he just, the spitting and the rah, that was cool. But then you start putting him on the mic and he has to be scripted word for word. And whenever something changes, he cannot change it.
Yeah. Right.
He's not improving at all.
No, he's not.
No.
Yeah.
You need the
There's only
cue cards going, no, follow the script.
There's only one wrestler that could get away with not having good mic skills, because it was all for the reason was Mark Calloway, The Undertaker.
Oh yeah. Well,
he's got decent mic skills.
Oh, he had great mic skills when he did the whole American Badass thing, but when he was the Dead Man, like it was just like, I mean, the one word answers, they were just, like, those are just perfect. I'm sorry, I could go on and on about wrestling and whatnot, but
Andy D, rest in peace.
So they got to roll your eyes back.
And the bell would come in with the. Oh man, I love that. Still gives me chills.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But and also Ric Flair. Ric Flair was one of those. You do not need a script. You just need to keep him contained a little, because Ric Flair was one of those guys that would just keep going because the cocaine was flowing. I mean,
he could strip down to his underwear, elbow drop his khakis. He was insane. But he still is.
I was gonna say,
he definitely still is. Yeah,
he's still out there.
I know. He had his 20th retirement match, like 3 months ago or something like that.
In July he had the Ric Flair's last match this decade.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Woo!
Well, you can't really call it his last match. I think it's his most current alimony match.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
This is for my 19th wife.
Yeah.
Got to pay the bills somehow. Woo! Yeah. So
and really, we got to think about what kind of world are we going to be leaving Ric Flair and Keith Richards at the end.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Keith Richards. There's another. Oh my gosh, what's his name? That you're just like, how is he still alive? I'm just not sure. But yeah,
Joe Biden.
Well,
hey.
they just keep whispering over him. Breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, now let it out. Let it out. Okay, do that over and over. So yeah, he reminds me of, what was that? Almighty.
Evan Almighty or
Evan? Well, not
Bruce
Evan Almighty. Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Evan's on the TV and Bruce is controlling what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Repeat the line. End of speech.
Hey-o! Welcome to the
Hey-o.
Random Christian Show. All right, so now you're pastoring. Now, the improv comedy, did you just start kind of doing stand-up when you were doing this, or did you just immediately go with the improv? Because I know a lot of people kind of go back and forth a little bit. They're like, I want to have a set kind of idea of what I'm doing when I get up there. Or did you just kind of jump into an improv troupe and go, no, I like doing it just right off the cuff like that?
It was jumping right into improv. I took a couple classes at Second City, and then I realized that improv and pro wrestling are almost identical in the form, the format, the structure. The only difference is my clothes fit better, and when I pick up a chair, it's just to move it on stage.
Right. Not to hit someone with it.
Right.
This is the real chair. That's the chair you use. You mean this one? No. Okay. Medic. Yeah. All right. So now the improv, did you, I mean, did it feel natural, or did you have to kind of work with it a little bit? I mean, you seem like one of these guys that have always just kind of really rolled with the punches. I'm sure that's why the wrestling was a lot of fun for you. But I mean, because there's some people who really, they started out doing improv, like you said, you went to do some classes and stuff, and then they got kind of a feel for it, but then it was like, they're like, man, I just struggled with it for so long. And then, like 2 years later, they found their rhythm. They found their way to click with either a troupe or just by themselves. They finally got the knack, the skill for it,
Yeah. For me, it was, it's where I belong, because throughout my depression, where I was developing comedy that whole time, I would know how to read the room. I know how to read the people I was talking to. And I don't mean this in any kind of weird way, but you develop that ability to just kind of get a feel for what's going to be needed.
Right.
And that parlays itself right into wrestling and right into improv, because a part of telling the story is teasing the audience with what they want, and then eventually giving them what they want or what they didn't know they wanted.
Right.
And it sounds like evil, manipulative, which it kind of is. It's telling a story live and hoping for the best. And the more you do it, the more you realize, okay, this works. And you also know which audiences it works for.
Yeah.
So there's
you really learn to read the room, is what you're saying.
Right. Exactly.
Which, I mean, that is such a gift on its own, because there's so many people who will just force things, and you're just like, okay, you need to stop.
Right.
I mean, I've been in, I did some improv and stuff for a while, and then I did stand up, because it was more of an improv stand up, but I had kind of a set that I'd work off of, and I'd work the room through that set. Like, if this didn't work, I knew to go this way, or if this did work, then I'm going, that way. And so when you're doing the improv, you see people just forcing stuff, and you're like, dude, move on. And, you're just praying somebody in the audience is like, they give you, because like you said, you're good at reading a room. So you see somebody in the audience, you're like, oh, this isn't working.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't have made that joke about his dead mom. Wow. All right. So, which I've seen happen. And it's awkward. Not gonna lie. Now, do you do a lot of the improv with your kids at the doing the pastoring?
We do some of the games and things as warm-ups, as ways to fill time. Like, if, oh no, the video is not working, we need for this lesson, hey, everyone circle up and let's play some Zip Zap Zop, or let's play some Bippity Bippity Bop. So use a little bit of improv with the kids, and they enjoy it, because at the root of it, improv is playing pretend, and kids love playing pretend.
Oh yeah. I still do.
Yeah, I'm still a kid. I love playing pretend.
Welcome to the Random Christian Show.
Yeah.
This is, and again, here's randomity right here. The bold process of knowing and discussing everything about nothing in particular. All right. So now that that's out of the way, if you're watching, please join in the chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Talk to me.
Please.
And again, this kind of happens at one of these weird times. It works well for the East and Central time zones, and then the Mountain and Pacific is, people are just like, I'm at work. I can't really rejoin this right now. Which, it is what it is. That's why it becomes a podcast later. But right now it's a live stream. So those of you that are joining in,
we're live.
We're live. Welcome back. Okay.
Live on location. The next person who can bring me a picture of Lane, I don't know, you get a free T-shirt.
Wow, were you about to make an Alice in Chains reference? Lane Staley?
No.
I'm pretty sure though.
I was trying to think of a country singer, and I was crossing between Blake Shelton and somebody else. So can we fix that in post?
Yeah. I think we're gonna overdub you with one of our. This just in, the Random Christian Show needs a voiceover artist.
Yeah, there we go. Welcome to the show. All right, yeah. Where is it? There it is. Ding ding. Okay. Now that's not a wrestling bell. So don't.
No. Yeah.
There it is. Right? A little rock. Come get some. All right. So now where are we going from here with this? Are we still? Do you guys? Your group, Well-Versed Comedy. Now, are they just all over Illinois, or do you guys go through different states? Where are you guys hitting this up?
All right, so our team is spread out throughout the suburbs. We're reaching as far north as the Wisconsin border, and as far south as Joliet, where I live. So it's truly a God thing that brought the people together, and we perform primarily here in the burbs.
Okay.
We do this spring. We did 3 fundraisers for what's called Royal Family Kids Camp. It's a camp for foster kids. So despite everyone still being a little bit, antsy about the end of the pandemic and knowing what you're not sure about whether or not it's safe to go out, we raised over $5,000 this spring for camps. And,
wow! Nice.
And so we would like to make a profit and actually put money in our gas tanks, but for the most part, it's all about ministry right now. It's about serving people. Through comedy, we've done some homeless shelter shows.
Nice.
And I don't say that to boast, not too much. But
no, that's not boasting.
Yeah.
That's helping out people, man. And that's why I wanted to bring you on, because I know you've done a lot of great things out there, and that's and your Gifts for Glory podcast. Now explain that to everybody here. Explain exactly what you do on your show there.
So when we first started the comedy group, I would post everything on social media using the hashtag OGHG, which is on my shirt.
Oh, here, let me get rid of this here so you can see that. There it is. Our Gifts for His Glory. Right.
And so out of that, when God put on my heart to start a podcast, I was like, okay, so we're just talking about gifts for glory, our gifts for His glory. And the idea is I bring on Christians who share their testimony about their faith walk, where they found Jesus, where Jesus found them, and then we talk about what they're doing now. I've had actors, singers, comedians, authors. Mark Sowersby, that was on here commenting earlier, that's been on your show. He's been on mine as well. Bob Smiley has been on my show. And I think he enjoyed your show much more than mine, but that's okay.
I don't know about that. I think there was a couple times I really annoyed Bob. I'm not going to lie.
But the thing is, the one advantage I had was I started recording on time. So
Oh, whoa!
I'm
There it
just
is.
gonna
There
see
it
myself
is.
out.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Jeez. And Andy, just like that. I'm gone. Yeah. Wow.
and as you can see, I'm somebody that I actually listen to the shows before I go on. So
That's
checked out
really good.
That
That was
is,
funny.
and
that is awesome.
also just to plug my show in October, I'm gonna have Lee Gibson come on and talk about what he's doing.
Nice.
Oh, please,
Very
yeah,
good.
please tease him as
Yeah.
Lee Robinson for the 2 months before, because that's what.
Sure.
We weren't all sure about that either, were we? Some of us just got ahead of the game a little bit.
Well, when the guy who does graphics tries to search for Lee Robinson and nothing comes up, then I have to put on my full Batman mask, go full detective, and really track down somebody.
Yeah.
Where's the graphic Joker?
Right. Who's this Lee Robinson guy? Oh, it's Lee Gibson. Sorry.
It's Lee Gibson. Damn it. You gotta get a little more breath into it. He always sounds like he's having an asthma attack. You don't understand. I've been in with bats in a cave for a long time. It gets hard to breathe. There's no joke in that at all.
No.
It's really an asthma problem.
All right. I'm moving out of my Christian Bale breath. And now then you go into Bane.
All right there, Batman. Well, let me tell you something about you and the Joker. You're not funny.
What a lovely, lovely voice.
See, wow. Now cup your hands over here. Now do it.
What a lovely, lovely voice.
Boom.
There you go.
Voiceover. There it
nailed
is.
the Bane.
Nailed the Bane. And we could have put you in the mat.
Take control. Take control of your city.
And now I'm bringing up the yes, we're nerds. All right, there it is. There it is. Yes, we are nerds. So that's been established pretty much throughout the show. And it started within the first, I think, 30, 45 seconds. So back to
observation about Bane.
Sorry.
The studio audience is too kind.
They are too kind. A little too kind sometimes. Yeah.
Interesting observation about Tom Hardy as Bane. He had more facial expressions in that movie than Kirsten Stewart her entire career.
No, it's very true. Very true.
That is an excellent
Vampire.
point. Yeah.
Don't forget the blinks. All the blinks. Don't forget the blinks. Right.
Maybe that was Morse code because maybe Harvey Weinstein was on set.
I know, right? Yeah. I think we need someone to like it says, "Save me! I'm in this terrible movie."
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, help me. I can't move my lips.
Okay.
Oh, where were we?
I don't know. The show's pretty much gone to whack at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
No, we were talking about your ministry and how we were you're trying to move your troop around a little bit and get a little more exposure going on. And your podcast is doing well, and I absolutely love it. Sorry. Just making sure I did not step on my pen as I almost did. So yeah, these are crucial things during the show that I don't want to do because then I get ink all over the floor. So which
this just
has
the
happened.
Random Christian Show is searching for a personal assistant to the
and possible
podcast
janitor
host himself. Yes.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
The
There it
pen
is.
wrangler.
There it is.
We'll do it live.
This is the beauty of doing a live
Do
show.
it
There's
live.
no editing.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Do it live. Yes. And that's why I do in my podcast. I just do it live so I don't have to edit. Because once it's done, it's done. I just download it, upload it, and I'm done.
Okay. But see, and that's also the beauty of being a former radio personality. You know how to keep rolling and keep going with the punches, unlike me, who had to do a lot of editing of my live show, which wasn't really up to me. It was my program director going,
Play the music.
so, screaming at me through the double paned window. Well, you just play music. No, I don't want to. I've got 3 people on hold right now. This is awesome. I
see,
love
look,
radio.
Even back then, you refused to press the play button. See, this is behavior,
I really
man.
did. I really
This is
did.
behavior we have just uncovered.
It's my fault. It really is. But you know,
It's all right.
as long as I got Andy there doing that, we're all good.
Right, at a crack the whip, somebody.
A little more to the left next time. All right. So listen, Dave, okay. So we now, how many are you still doing the podcast? I mean, this is coming out live. You've got more.
Yeah, I'm not doing it this
coming out.
moment. I do it every.
Neither are we, Dave.
Right
Neither
now.
are we.
Later.
now, later. But yeah, I do it. It's every Monday night,
okay.
live at 7:30 Central. Different guests every week. Just trying to hear the different testimonies of how people find their relationship with Christ and what He's able to do through them now that they've given everything to Him.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. Next month in September, I have 2 of the actresses that are in Vindication. I don't know if you're familiar with that film or that TV show, but it's a faith-based crime drama. It's not the cheesy Hallmark-esque Christian productions that you normally see.
Yeah.
It's actually really well done. Jared O'Flaherty's the writer-director. He does a really great job. So I'm excited about a few of the shows I have next month. And then in October, like I said, I have Lee Robinson Gibson coming on in October. So that'll be a lot
Swiss
of fun.
Family Robinson Gibson. Get it right, Nummy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had to pay him $1 million to come on.
100 billion trillion gazillion billion million billion.
And with that budget,
A lot of money.
You can afford the production assistant. You can afford the coffee wench.
Right, we could have a
dinner.
whole team of little random Christianites here.
From PJ's Coffee. Delicious. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's vodka. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
Russian surprise.
well, it is what it is. It's more of a Dutch thing at this point. It smells like cabbage.
Yeah, small hands.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to politics with Donald Trump.
Yes. Okay, so listen, speaking of all this improv and your show and everything, we've got a little thing I want to do here, which we're just going to call, where'd it go? The Random Improv Test. All right, so what I have done is I have pulled up a little, okay, now there's an advertisement. A little thing that we like to use. It's from Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's Scenes from a Hat.
Ooh, I like that one.
Scenes from a Hat, yeah. Which I figured this would really flow with you well. So, and I've got a little buzzer and like this. So we can buzz when we're done with it. But I figured between the 3 of us we could do a few scenes from a hat and see how we play out. You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Let's test the improv skills of Mr. Dave Ebert. Is it Ebert? Ebert?
Ebert, yeah, like the film critic, just without the money and fame.
Yeah.
It's not Ebert. The T isn't silent.
Ebert. Well, Mr. Ebert.
It was a couple times in college when I was trying to, pick up a lady like, yes, I'm
Sure.
Dave Ebert.
Davy
Like,
Bell.
Whatever.
I've come from the very southern part of France. Huh? Yes, welcome to my show. we drink PJ's coffee, by the way. It's
I come from
delicious.
Nice.
I came from my cousin. So
I noticed
niece,
that
cousin.
both Andy and I have a blue Yeti.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, Yeti. You know what a Yeti stands for? Disguising my beer.
What?
Yep.
I mean, it's like people with Yeti shirts. It's like, are you really that proud of a cooler? No,
Right.
you're proud that you've got a Budweiser inside that Yeti. That's what you're really proud about. So,
Yes.
all right. So yeah, we'll go through and name off some scenes from a hat, and we'll improv it from there. How's that sound?
Sounds
like it.
great. Oh, yes, and this idea.
All right. So just basically when I read it off, whoever wants to go, just say I got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's
I
go
got it.
with our first one. Things you can say on a boat, but not about your significant other.
There's a lot of space underneath.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad your wife doesn't listen to this show.
No, me too. Right?
She's taking on water. Are you sure there's no illegals in there?
All right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take this out for a little spin and see how I like it.
That will work as well. I was just gonna say, is that your dinghy or mine?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Things you can say about your business, but not your significant other. I see a theme going on here.
Sorry, we're closed for the night.
Want to see my spreadsheet? No, really. My tax spreadsheet.
Buzzer.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. All right.
Are you interested in a merger?
Oh, whoa. And okay, here's one. Rejected Jeopardy categories. I know it's there's so many things that I could say that I really should not. So
Translate this Biden quote.
whoa, yeah. There we go.
What is I about it?
Yeah, right.
I'll take the rapist for 500.
Right, yeah.
Oh no,
That's therapist.
that's therapist. Oh! You know you okay. All right. Moving on. Google searches you would least want to see the results of. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
The Random Christian Show's ratings.
Bob Smiley's thoughts during the Random Christian Show.
And
great interviews with Carl Gottlieb.
whoa, that's a double dinger right there. Wow. And by the way, thanks. I'll just
No, I know we said we'd bury it, but that was too good. You really just set that up right up there. So sorry, I could not. Yeah.
How about Jeffrey Toobin gets a grip?
No, wait, I got one. Lee Robinson photos.
Least checked out library books. Oh, I got one. Anything by Lee Robinson.
The discount King James Bible.
How to Keep a Man by Oprah Winfrey.
Whoa! There we go.
How to Stay Awake During a Speech by Joe Biden.
and yeah, we'll give a little bit of that one.
Yeah. How to not get raided by the FBI, Donald Trump.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Gotta give love to both parties there.
Yeah.
And also the how about The Scent of White Powders by Hunter Biden?
Oh, yes. That one. Oh, a little extra kick in there. All right. Let's see what else we got.
History of
inappropriate-
a. Okay.
Oh,
No, go ahead. I was gonna keep the political train rolling. I could
Oh,
stop.
go for it.
Oh, okay. My email history: Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
yes. Oh, no. Okay, we're
right.
going back. Okay.
and I bought that book. It's actually got 33,000 pages, all blank.
I was going to say,
yeah.
this white paper. The forwards by Trump and Bill. Hey,
Yeah.
by
No, the
way-
first page is actually just a graphic of an empty trash can. That's all it was. Yeah. So.
That's where I kept all my cigars, ET. Just saying. Right there, that book. I hollowed it out. Me and Monica found me and Hillary. Yeah. I love Hillary. When she's gone. I said it again. Oh, yeah. Boom. All right. I can't wait to be on this show. Inappropriate show and tell items. Oh.
Hi, my name's Monica. Here's a blue dress.
Oh!
Hey-o.
Timely and right in the groove, baby. Hey, by the way, call me. All right. Yeah, all right, moving on. Pickup lines for senior citizens. Oh boy.
Hey, babe, are those your real teeth?
Hey, babe, you'll forget about it tomorrow anyway.
Oh, yes.
Hey, these diapers are dry.
Hey, I'll ensure you have a good night.
Yes. Oh, all right. The pickup lines for senior citizens.
It's okay. You won't remember this one in the morning.
Oh, Andy's on fire. Dave.
He must be a senior because he forgot that I said that to begin with.
That is also an acceptable answer. All right. Oh,
I was too busy coming up with my one to hear your one. So,
Okay.
you know, right. Yeah.
Oh, that's it for the flashcards. Wow. Oh, I have to buy to get more.
Oh, bummer. Well, that was fun
we're-
while it lasted.
And it won't even let me go back.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
thanks,
just
so-
awful.
Yeah. Well, that was fun and excellent work, gentlemen. Excellent work. Really. That was well done. I'm giving us all 100 points. And Dave, because you're the guest, you get 100 billion. So, well, kudos
Just in
to
time
you.
for Christmas shopping.
That's right.
Yes, that's true. Because, Christmas is all about the shopping, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So your prize will be to read the credits in the style of a disgraced politician.
Yeah.
Repeat the line in the speech.
Yes. All right. Well, then that's going to lead us up to. Oh, dang it.
Uh-oh. Hi, Corey Hall.
There it is. There it is.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Corey Hall.
And happy birthday,
Oh,
Corey
happy-
Hall. Thank you for joining us, sir. I got to start
What?
getting to these parties on time.
I'm so
Yes,
glad
you do.
that he's here. Or I'm assuming Corey is a guy. I mean, you never know these days. Oh, so Corey, I do want to take a moment since it was your birthday. I'm going to sing you my birthday song.
Ooh.
This happy birthday song is really short. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hi, Corey. I'm here. too. Love you. All right. Yeah. Corey loves to ignore me. That's awesome. Anyway.
Interesting fact also, before we get to questions of insanity, Andy, you have the same first name as God. Because
Really?
when I grew up, we used to sing a song that said, Andy walks with me, Andy talks with me.
Yes. There it is. And now Andy's buzzed out. Oh, now thanks. Hi, Chris. Yeah, thanks, Corey. Thanks for recognizing me, Corey. It's just my name on the show. Anyway, so we're gonna do our what we like to call the random questions of insanity. And we have a few standard questions, and we hope you want to play because too late, you're already in it. We have a couple, and I believe you'll be respondent to these. First one is, what is the best James Bond film?
Best James Bond film, the last one, because we actually get to see him die. So No Time to Die. Oh, did I spoil it for you, kids?
Spoiler alert! Yep, there we go.
Sorry, but never really got into Bond, but I did enjoy No Time to Die.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Again, no real wrong answers except for a couple, and you will be electrocuted if you do get them wrong. So.
Oh, sure.
Which.
Sorry, Corey.
Yeah.
You didn't really hurt Corey's feelings. He has none. What is your favorite sandwich, and what all is on it?
Ooh, favorite sandwich.
Yeah, like you can make any sandwich that you want. That's Dave's sandwich. What is it?
Oh, I was gonna go with the Monte Cristo. I don't know if it's ham and cheese and turkey with a
deep
cranberry.
fried.
Yeah, deep fried powdered sugar. Ooh, that's my favorite sandwich.
Yeah,
it's a meal and dessert in one.
Yeah,
Right.
I forgot about the old Monte Cristo. Yeah, I have not had one of those in years since when I lived down near Campbell, California. I can't remember the restaurant either, Andy. But it was. We used to go there after me and Spaghetti Joe would go there a couple times. Oh my gosh, what I'll think of it anyway. Okay.
Cheddar's, and they're not a sponsor, but Cheddar's has a really good one. National chain Cheddar's.
Well, maybe they should sponsor this show.
Yeah,
but I don't like Cheddar's, so.
You ruined it now.
Wow. Yeah. Way to go. There goes that money.
Yeah, because that was gonna happen. All of a sudden, he's like listening. He's like, there goes my stock.
The wallet's drying up here.
Yeah, I know. Just kidding. Really love you, Swisses. I mean, provolone. What is it? Cheddar's. Cheddar's. My bad. But hey, PJ's coffee. This is delicious. Oh, Corey, you have to drink coffee too. Corey pounds energy drinks all day. All right, so I will start off with our random questions of insanity. Who wins in a fight, Kirk or Picard?
I think Picard. I think he's tougher. I think I think that Kirk is just too interested in being a lover and not a fighter.
It's like, hey, look, naked chick. And they're like, what? Bam! Knocks him out. All right. That is a correct answer. Well done. Thank you, sir. Here you. Bell for you. There we go. Andrew.
What is the strangest thing in your refrigerator right now?
Corey.
Corey is in my refrigerator. Let's see. Bacon grease. I would probably say we save bacon grease for popcorn.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
That's a perfectly acceptable
answer.
answer.
Do that. I forgot about. Oh. No.
I had a bad experience with bacon grease once. My dad was famous for always making iced tea at home, and he would always leave it just randomly laying around. One day I come home from school, I see a glass of brown liquid. Assume, oh, Dad's iced tea. Nope, it was fresh bacon grease. Great on popcorn, not a great beverage.
No.
The pain and the grossness. Oh, good Lord. Oh, no.
I just tasted it. Thanks. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to be burping that up for a week unless I drink some more delicious PJ's coffee.
But on the bright side, it did loop the intestines, and I was regular for a few weeks.
I was going to say, didn't matter what you ate, it came out within about 15 minutes. Just
I went on a salad diet, and I was the salad shooter for a few days.
literally shooting across the room.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. There it is. You can be anyone for 5 minutes. Who do you choose?
Anthony Fauci, so I can go in public and admit that I've been lying for the last 3 years.
And there's a correct answer right there. You really shouldn't have put these on here.
I know, right? Yeah.
Okay, Andy.
It's your night to order the pizza for the group. What are you ordering?
Giordano's stuffed crust or stuffed pizza with sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, and mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah. We're coming up to your place tonight. You're Chicago's not that far away. I'm
It's
just
about
in
7
Kansas.
hours.
Yeah, I'm in Kansas City. I load trucks to it every day. Let's see. You have a choice to save the world. Iron Man or Batman? Who do you choose? There is a wrong answer to this.
Save the world. Well, who's playing the Batman character? Is it Christian Bale's Batman, Alec Baldwin's Batman, or Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Alec Baldwin is Batman. Wait a minute.
There's only one Batman, Adam West.
Oh,
Okay, we're going Iron Man.
But he could do the Bat-2C.
Yeah, but any hero with painted on eyebrows, not gonna. save the world.
No, that was Julie Newmar, which
Yeah.
was actually a guy. So, never mind. Moving on. All right, Andy.
Your food is bad at a restaurant. Do you say anything?
Depends on how bad and how much I'm paying. If I'm at Denny's, I'm like, okay, that's my fault.
Right.
But if I'm at Ruth's Chris, I'm like, hey, no. This steak.
Yeah. You're fixing the fillet. You're coming back. You're fixing the damn fillet.
Exactly.
Paid $50 for an 8-ounce piece of meat. You're gonna be fixing this, buddy. Bring
Or
me
you're gonna
the
find out
cow.
that love hurts.
Yes. There's the ring. Time to go. Let's see. What's another? What's one I haven't done in a while here? What's the best type of cheese?
Anything but Swiss.
Oh, really?
Agreed.
And you're in Chicago.
Agreed.
Okay, well, I'll take the bet. Anything but Swiss and blue cheese. I prefer not to eat mold.
Yes.
Right.
I am with you on the blue cheese for sure, but I love Swiss, man.
And I think it's one of God's practical jokes that blue cheese dressing and ranch look so much alike.
Oh, that is
Right.
the worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
On a salad buffet, you're sitting there like, oh, yeah, and then you just struggle. Oh, wait a minute. What's that smell? Oh, it's a foot. It's in my salad. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Andy, I'm sorry.
What is your biggest pet peeve at the moment?
Biggest pet peeve is people who leave their stupid masks laying on the ground in the parking lot. It's just like, people, I don't care what you believe about its efficiency. Clean up after yourself. I don't want to.
Right.
That and people who leave their child's dirty diaper in the parking lot.
Oh, I had one thrown into the back of my truck once.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was not fun.
And then you're like with your date, and you're like, hey, we're parked. We can go in the back here. And oh my God!
Right.
It's like, hey, babe, did you bring pudding?
Oh no! Oh, that's horrible. Oh.
Oh, it's tapioca.
Oh. Way too graphic of an imagination. What's better, ding dongs, ho hos, or Twinkies or fruit pies?
Fruit pies. You're better. There's at least fruit there, so you can justify it.
It's healthy. It's got cherries in it. Come on. Really? All right. Andrew.
You can punch any celebrity in the face and get away with it. Who is it?
Wow. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Who, interesting fact, Alec Baldwin has killed more people than ivermectin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, ow. That one kind of hurt. That one kind of hurt a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But yet it was. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you guys kicked off social media. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Hey, I've already been kicked off the air 3 times. So FCC's got nothing on me. That's why I love podcasting. I ain't got no program director to listen to. All right, let's I'll bring it down. One more. Would you prefer to be in a pickle or a jam?
Jam.
Yeah.
Tastes better.
Yeah. Good answer.
Just like in Spaceballs, somebody's jammed our radar.
Raz.
Lone Star.
Only one person dare gives me the raspberry. Lone Star.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
But how do you handle it?
Who is that gunner? He's an asshole, sir.
I'm
Who made him a
surrounded.
gunner? Yeah, I'm surrounded by assholes. Okay, Andy, one more from you.
Sure. What is, and feel free to take the fifth on this. But what is the funniest way you have ever broken the law?
I've ripped
Allegedly.
all the tags off. Oh, allegedly. I've ripped all the tags off my pillows. No.
I knew it was you. I knew it was you. No.
So we've stayed in the same hotel.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always. I'm 6'2", north of 400 pounds. I don't blend in well, so I don't break the law very often.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, the Goodyear blimp with the OGHG T-shirt did that. It's like, okay.
Right.
It's like, I'm not going to get away with anything.
Right.
Speeding or one time in college, and I'm not proud of it. It's funny now because everybody survived, but I was at a party in college, and I was had too much coffee to actually walk. So I drove back to campus.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah. And
it wasn't PJ's coffee because that doesn't hurt you.
No.
Yeah. It's delicious though.
And I love the PJ's logo. The J just wraps itself around the coffee cup, just like a warm embrace of coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you noticed the coffee cup right there. Well done.
Yeah.
You get bonus points for just for that right there. That's okay. You got 30 seconds to tell the world something. What is it?
The most important thing that you can do is surrender your life to Christ. He died for you. He lives for you, and he wants to spend eternity with you. And the last thing you need to do is reject the free gift of salvation. And if you are also somebody that was like me, that was struggling with depression, suicidal thoughts, and you need somebody to talk to, I am always available. My email address goes directly to my phone. So if you need somebody to talk to, I want to be there for you.
Yes. Well done. Yeah. Where's the... Okay, now the time. There we go. Yeah. All right, Mr. Dave Ebert. All right, so we can catch you. Let's hit all your socials. Let's get your socials out there.
Sure. For the podcast and for my individual speaking and also improv coaching, you can find me at Gifts for Glory. That's Gifts, the number 4 Glory on social media. And then you can find the improv team at Wellversed CMDY. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And the reason why it's at Wellversed CMDY is because Twitter only allows so many characters, so we had to have a little bit of we had to have a little bit of a vowel movement and just got the
Had a great VM. That's good.
Yeah.
So now you got a show coming up this upcoming Monday, correct?
Yep, I have a show come this Monday. I don't have the guests lined up yet, so I may just go live and just randomly talk for a few hours. But we're live every Monday, 7:30, and on September 5th. What I didn't get to share here, I'm going to share my full testimony on September 5th on Labor Day. So if you want to check that out, and hopefully somebody will hear it and be inspired, or at least some PJ's Coffee will like it and they'll sponsor me too.
There you go.
Because it would be delicious, by the way.
Or would it? Wouldn't be as good as a Big Mac and a chocolate shake is what I'm saying. All right, because that's hot. All right, yeah. Okay, and you got a show coming up Monday. Hey, you know what? If you need somebody, give me a call. I'll come and hang out with you.
Cool. Yeah, you are on my list to reach out to. I'm waiting for one person to get back about Monday, but you are on the list, and we'll have a random Gifts for Glory show.
I've
crossover episode.
Ooh.
Look at that's almost like an optical illusion there. I was tripping myself out, man. That's far out, dude.
With the green screen, yeah.
Spirit fingers.
No, sorry. Jazz hands. All right.
So Christian, last question for you is what's it like to work with John Lovett's son?
It's crazy, man. It's I don't want to talk about it right now. Yes.
He loves it. Yes.
Yes.
He loves it.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, I invented him. Yes, I made him out of he was a puppet. Yeah, that's what he was. He was a puppet, and I brought him to life. Yes, that's how I did it. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Okay, this show's not about me. It's about Dave Ebert right there, ladies and gentlemen. Improv extraordinaire, pastor of all youth, and we appreciate you so much, sir, for hanging out with us. And dude, you are a joy. I'd love to have you back on. Let's now are you guys performing anywhere real quick? Did we get that out?
Wellversed, our next show on the schedule is, as a public show is in October. So 2 months away. If you follow us, you'll find out more about it at Wellversed CMDY.
There it is right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And we really appreciate you guys. And thank you so much. Dave, it's been an absolute pleasure. Can't wait to talk to you again here shortly, brother. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your show. Check him out on the old interweb, kids. Mr. Dave Ebert, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! All right, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
He was very, very, very fun. All right, now what do we got going on here? Where are we at?
Where are we? Where are we right now? We don't know.
I don't know, man. I got a little lost,
Right. Yeah.
Anyway,
no, we have a next week coming up. Scott
yes,
Bailey.
we do. Scott Bailey, our TikTok trainer. And this guy, I just kind of happened on him and I just threw it out to him right there. Scott Bailey. It's called TWS Training. If you're ever on TikTok, he just gives these great little easy. I mean, well, you've got to have some equipment sometimes, but he shows you how to do it without it, which is the great thing. And he gives some really good. It's like our TikTok chiropractor.
Oh, right.
Dr. John. He gives all these great little tips that you can do in your home or wherever you're at to help you out. Like if you got, your chest is sore or something, or you're trying to just get a little extra strength in your lower back, he gives you all sorts of great little tips. So he's going to be a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Just a real nice guy. And
we're gonna have a whole TikTok medical office here pretty soon.
Well, it's like everybody keeps asking, so you just do comedians? No, I have a doctor on. I've had a writer. I've had a photographer. Whoa. Well, why? Because they're interesting, fun people. So yeah. All right. So, and Dave's hanging out in the green room. Now he's joined the chat. and now there's a whole nother show going on in the chat room. So
right. Yeah.
We can see you, Dave. I think Andy, I think we should just let the show run and we can go do our thing.
Yeah, this is gonna be weird. This is gonna get really weird right now.
It's the Random Christian Show after dark. And,
all right, yeah, I'm gonna have to call in some food. We're gonna do the marathon show right now.
And some more PJ's coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Which, yes, I still actually have some in this cup. This is one of theirs. If you're ever at a PJ's, they're wonderful little cups. All right, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the show. We're gonna get the shoe rolling out the door. Oh, whoa, hey, there.
Woo!
Well, for some reason, it started in the middle of the song. All right, so next week, we've got our Scott Bailey coming up, and after that, Russ Tuttle as well. But kids, if you can, hit up the website, buy one of these hats, help support the stoppage of human. I can't even hold on to the hat. The stoppage of human trafficking. Any profits from these hats goes to help out Run to Stop It, which helps fund all those groups. And in the meantime, which, it's on the website, or you just, like I said, email us at therandomchristianshow@gmail.com, and we will get you set up. There's many different ways you can pay. On the website, it is through PayPal. So it's all on the up and up, kids. I'm not lying. And in fact, where's my little jar of money? Oh, here it is. Here, see, there's the cash.
The money's still coming in. There you go.
Yeah, money's still coming in. We're selling the hats. I think I've got about 8 left right now. So, come on, help us out and help us help them. Corey Hall, Mark Sowersby, thank you so much for joining in with us. In the meantime, oh, look, what do you, Andy fell out of the screen for a minute.
I dropped something.
Your pen?
Not my pen. No.
Which I now have strategically placed between my feet here.
Okay.
So,
good. All right.
Yeah. So there will be no ink disaster as I ran into a couple weeks ago. So,
okay.
All right, guys, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're enjoying any of this at all, please pass the word around. Like, follow, subscribe, review. Review is a very big thing. We really appreciate you all and everything you've done. We're still singing out in the top 20s of independent comedy interviews. So thank you all so much for that, kids. Andy, as always, thank you so much for hanging out and putting up with me and coaching me along. Roman regrets this week.
We're recording tonight. We're going to talk Pray and Sandman. So.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Pray. No, not that kind of Pray. No.
Not that Pray.
Totally different.
The Predator's prequel. Pray.
This kind of
I'm a predator.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Hey,
Sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
Freaking me out, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Pee my pants.
I know you are, but what am I?
Okay. Sorry. Went way back into the 80s there for a minute. All right. So that's it. We will see you next week. Same goofy time, same random channel. And 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Pacific. Be here. Be square. We appreciate you. We love you. Take care of each other. We're all we got out here, kids. God bless you. Have a great, great week.